Hello. So you remember yesterday, if you watched our video from yesterday, we read a story called The Snowy Day. It was by Ezra Jack Keats. So today we're just going to try and figure out the order of the story. So, so let's look through the pages. Do you remember what the story was about? About a little boy, and he woke up in the morning, and what did he see outside his window? Yeah, there was snow on the ground, right? Was there snow on the ground when you woke up yesterday morning? There was at my house. I hope you got to go outside and play and put on that big coat and the hat and the mittens. So he saw the snow and he put on his snowsuit, remember? Let's see, what happened next? There's all that snow. He went outside. You remember what was happening on this page? You see the footprint? So I have some little pictures down here that are going to help us tell our story. Which one matches what's on our page? Making those footprints. Which one looks like footprints? This one, right? So we're going to put that one right here because that happened first. If we look on the back of it, this one's the row to number 1. That's the first thing that happened. All right. Now let's look at our page again. So remember, he walked with his toes pointing out, and then he walked with them pointing in. Let's see what happened on the next page. Then he found something that made lines. Remember? What was that made the lines in the snow? The stick, right? Look down here. Do you see something that looks like the tracks in the snow? Which one looks like the tracks in the snow? This one, right? Let's put that one down here. Footprints. We got the tracks in the snow. And then, if you remember, sorry, we keep going up and down here. A lot easier if I had my felt board. So then he was walking that stick, and what did he do with the stick? He knocked all that snow off the tree, and what happened to the snow? Where did it land? It landed on his head and went plop. I thought that was really cold. What happened next in the story? What's happening over here? All those boys were throwing snowballs at him. Which one of these shows us all those boys throwing the snowballs? Can you see that a little bit? Oh, that one comes next. So we had toes pointing in, the toes pointing out. He was dragging the stick. And then those boys and the snowballs. All right, do you remember what happened next in the story? Did he throw the snowballs back at them? No, he didn't. He wasn't old enough yet. Not old enough yet to have a snowball fight. So what did he do instead? Yeah, he built a snowman. And what else did he do? He made snow angels. How many snow angels did he make? 1, 2. How many snowmen did he make? Just 1. All right, let's move it down here and we'll add them. So here's our snowman. There's our snowman. We're going to actually move them up here. And there's our snow angel. And 2 snow angels. Can we look at it this time, maybe? Yeah, let's do it that way. Then I don't have to use the screen. All right, what happened next? What was he pretending? Pretending he was a big mountain climber. And he climbed to the great big tall heaping mountain of snow and slid all the way down. Here's my snow. So we're going to put it on the next line right here. All right, what happened next? Let's see. Remember what happened on this page? What's he doing with the snowball there? Picking it up and putting it in his pocket. What does he do with the snowball later? Why does he want it in his pocket? What's going to happen to the snowball? He puts it in his pocket and then he goes inside. Here he is, putting that snowball in his pocket. Put it right down here. What's going to happen to that snowball? You're right, it's going to melt. And then he went back inside and he told his mom all about what he did outside when he took off his wet clothes. And then what did he do? He took a nice warm bath and thought about all the fun that he had. And here's our nice warm bath. Okay, that one goes next. After he took a bath. What's he doing right here? He's checking his pocket. What's he looking in his pocket for? You remember? What's he looking in his pocket for? The snowball. Was it in his pocket? It was empty. Why was the snow? Where did the snowball go? Why was it empty? It melted. The snow needs to be cold. What does it turn into after it melts? When the snow melts, what does it turn into? It turns into water, doesn't it? So then he went to bed and he slept, woke up in the morning, and he looked out his window. And what was out his window? There was still more snow. The snow had melted and there was more snow. It snowed overnight again. So here he is waking up. Does that look like the picture? Waking up down here in the bottom. Now, I don't know if I may have skipped this page yesterday. But what was the last thing that he did? Do you remember? After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. And here's his friend. And he had somebody to play with in the snow the next day. We just told the story of the snowy day and we didn't even have to read it. We just looked at the pictures. So when someone tells you, grown up says, go read a book, and you say, well, I can't read. You can still read. You can read just by looking at the pictures and you can tell the story that way, especially if you've already heard the story. If you haven't, you can kind of make up your own story just based on the pictures. Try to get outside and play in that snow again today before it all melts.